All right, good morning. I'm going to tell you why most people fail the CWI, Certified Welding Inspectors exam. I'm going to just be honest, so it's going to make a lot of people cry. So let me see if you need some tissue, I have some here. So get your tissue. This is why most people fail the CWI exam. You know, I teach at the college, and I noticed that most of my students passed this exam. I got about 25 plus students that are now CWIs, and they're young, maybe 25 up to 30 years old, and they go in and they pass these exams. The reason why most people fail this exam is because of bad habits. You know, you could be a welder for 10, 15, 20 years, and you think you know everything about welding. You'll be surprised on what you don't know. So you got bad habits of doing certain things, and those things are very hard to correct. So first, you're going to have to clear your mind and focus and really get down to breaking things down. Throw out those bad habits and look at that WIT chapter 1 through 10. It's a lot of information. You get into everything. And I'm going to scroll down through this and just let you see all the different things that you need to study and understand. The first thing you need to do is study AWS 3.0, terms and definitions. You really need to understand how to communicate with people. When they say DC electronegative or DC electropositive, you got to know what they're talking about, especially when they say DC EP. So that's direct current electropositive. In the field, we call it reverse polarity, or you could say DC plus. It's certain ways and different things you can use. You know, like weld reinforcement. Out in the field, they call it a cap. Some people don't even know it's called weld reinforcement. You got to know where the toe of the weld is at when you're communicating with people. So the AWS 3.0 is terms and definitions. Learn all about that. Learn the definitions so it's easy to communicate. And the first thing you want to study is your WIT. And you need to study chapters 1 through 10. You need to know your weld symbols. You need to know your metallurgy. You need to know heating and quenching and tempering, converting millimeters and inches of your heat input. It's a lot of stuff you need to learn. Because you know how to weld doesn't mean you can go and pass this CWI exam. It's not that easy, especially for the older guys. Now, like I've seen in my previous videos, you go in, you take the seminar through AWS, Real Education, Baseline Data, wherever you want to go. It's a week, 2-week seminar. And what you do, you take your part B in class. And you don't get your results from your part B until you take A and C. And A and C have to be scheduled at a Prometric sites. And these sites are all over the United States. So you can go and sign up, but you have to go and take A and C on a computer. So I know this piss a lot of older guys off because they don't even want to turn on the computer. New times, new things you have to do. So you just got to adjust with the system. And another thing, bad habits, people, because you know how to do shielded metal arc welding, they call it stick welding, doesn't mean you know how to do TIG welding. There's over 100 different plus processes, and about 12 of these will be discussed in this WIT booklet. So a lot of people weld stick, but they don't know nothing about TIG. A lot of people weld TIG and don't know nothing about MIG. So as a CWI, you got to understand all of this stuff. You don't have to be an expert in any of it, but you need to understand it, especially if you're going to take this CWI exam. So the first thing you want to do is study your part A and make sure you understand what you're studying. You know, I can break all this stuff down, but I got other YouTube videos you can look at that would break all your numbers down, how this stuff work. And if you want to take some of my quizzes, or look in my description below, I have quizzes over tests of part A, B, and C. I'm gonna update these often. Whenever I get the time, I update it. I add more questions or change the questions up, because these questions can be really tricky. So you got to really pay attention. And a lot of people struggle with part B. And part B is understanding like any code. It's not a real code, it's just a mock code. So basically they're just seeing if you know how to go through a code book. And one of the biggest things I tell everybody, read your notes. Your notes is at the bottom. Don't forget to subscribe, like, turn on your notifications, and share this video. Also leave comments. Thanks for watching welding and stuff.